good, mate. Right, so the look back shot. This is one of the most popular motorbike angles that everyone does, especially on Instagram. All the American boys do the thirst traps and the fucking ladies love it. All the guys, whatever you're into. But it's really popular. I don't see it much on YouTube, but we're going to try it here today just because I want to see what it actually looks like and do a couple of bits for Instagram and just for the YouTube video in general. So what do you need? You need the little 90-degree adapters. You need a sticky pad that goes on your screen. You obviously need an action camera. I have the DJI Osmo Action 4. Everything is going to be linked below that you actually need to do this. Yeah, let's go stick it on the bike and then let's go test this thing out. Time to heat this up. You want to do it like right next to your bike because it will cool down really quick. So you want to make sure you get it nice and hot and then run over and stick it on. Cool. That's on. And then you just want to hold it, like just squeeze against it to make sure that stays on tight. But as you can see, I put the metal bit here because basically you put a screw in this side that sticks out like this much, and that's the stopper for the screw. So you don't want to put this here because then you're going to have the screw sticking out here. It's going to be poking up and just looks a bit annoying because it's poking up at you. You don't want that. You want it poking down here, the screw, so it's out of your face. You don't touch this for 24 hours. You do not put weight on this for 24 hours. You can, but it just may risk of it actually falling off. I always leave it, even with the chin mounts for your helmet, always leave them for 24 hours. No weight on them at all. Just let them sit and settle. And then the next day we'll come back and then we can actually start using this thing because I do not want my camera to fall off because I will cry. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. So this is a setup. Little screw, 90-degree screw straight up. I've got it in portrait mode right now because I actually just came back. But originally I had it sideways, but yeah. Screw facing down, screw coming out, 90-degree turn, facing right at me. After that bloody ball ache, this is way too much effort. Like, I could never do this normally that much because, one, it requires more effort because you've got to have an external mic. So I've got a wire running through me right now, but to get it under my jumper and under my jacket and then sync it all up, mate, might be a little bit more to effort than it is worth. But still, here's the shot. This is what it looks like. Not too bad. I can see myself on the screen, which is nice. You can't really see the bars, but when I lean over, you can at least see my head and I'm not like out of frame. So yeah, let's go meet the boys. Settings wise, to make this look the best, you need to put your camera into 24 frames per second and then you need your shutter speed at 1/50th because this is the camera in auto. So this is a really high shutter. Everything's in focus. It's at about 60 frames per second, I think. It just doesn't look as cool. Whereas this is 24 frames per second at 1/50th. Obviously, if you don't put the ND filters on the end, you are gonna have really bright footage because that's a really slow shutter, which is why you're getting all that motion blur because it's moving slower. You have to have these ND filters on the end, little sunglasses for your camera that then bring that lighting back, but you can keep those settings locked in, all right? So that is also all linked below, but those are the settings I'm using. We basically just go out for a ride, we meet the lads, and then I just play around with some of the horizon locks and just trying some different angles on some nice twisty roads and just seeing what I think about the look back shot. So let's go. Someone just waved at me, I don't know who it is. 24 frames per second and all the edges should be nice and motion blurred now. This is what we want. Bloody auto is disgusting. Blech. Blech. And this angle is perfect for those of you guys who don't really want to talk to the camera and just want to record your rides. This is quite popular for the Insta360s to do this sort of angle because they can flip it around when they're riding. But if you don't have one of them, then obviously this is a good way to do it. You just get a normal action camera and just flip it round and put it on one of these mounts. It works just the same, obviously. But yeah, for like if I was just doing like an Instagram session and I wanted to get loads of clips for Instagram, this would be perfect. But for me, like YouTube video wise, is what I mainly do. This is not really something I can do all the time because I only have one camera. If I had a second camera, then yeah, I would stick this camera on there all the time. And then I wouldn't really worry about syncing the audio because it'd be so much easier because I'd already have a camera that's got the audio synced. So I could do my normal mic setup into the camera. It'd be a lot easier. Yo! Look at my new little angle I'm trying for a video.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pointed towards me, so like when I'm on it.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
Yo, Pete.
It's quite funny. It's just I have to run a fucking external mic. It's so annoying. Yeah. Hello. If you could see in front of me right now, someone may be on one wheel. Yeah? Nah, mate, you could buy 5 bikes with Lambo money. I'm only 30 miles into this tank. I think I've got about 100 left. Yeah, this should be the right angle, really. It kind of chops off my head a little bit, maybe. It might be a bit too high. I could tilt it back a tiny bit. About there. Yeah, look. This is what it looks like on the screen. So it's filming me.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted, because I always see it on Instagram, I just wanted to try it.
I thought you were recording that way.
No, I can just take these off, because this is magnetic, so you can just take this off and turn it round. No way! Hey, that Supermoto is really snippy. If only you could see what I'm seeing. That's the only thing about this angle. For YouTube videos, it's not really like the one, because obviously you guys can't see everything, because it's just me the whole time. So that's where this would only work if you had a second camera. But I just wanted to try this out for today's video, because why not? It'd be quite funny. Yo, that's quick!
It's alright.
I was like, fuck, he's still going.
Up till like 90, 100, it's good.
Mate, that's real quick.
That's what I mean, like they are good, like.
Because I was like, oh, you might not be able to keep up. I was like, oh, mate, you're actually going.
And like, when you guys start getting to like 120, 130, that's
yeah.
But
Mate, still, that's sick.
they're alright.
That's funny, man. I might have to get one for the channel. I might flip this round.
2.89.
Yeah.
And then like,
Oh, I'm not doing that. I can't be asked. Can only put it on one way with the magnets. That's so random.
I know.
Yeah. Mate, you got me working out. Just had to bloody bum start, Marcus. Yeah, so what I've just noticed on the Osmo Action 4, you've got the magnetic mounts, right? So you think you'd be able to flip it round without actually changing the mounts, but you can't. You have to actually take it off the magnetic thing, then flip that magnetic thing, because the magnets are only one way, positive and negative. So yeah, that's the only downside. I can't flip this without unscrewing it to turn the magnets the other way. But I'll do that later. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, sounds good. Cool, so we're gonna go on a little blip this way, and then we're actually pulling up to a spot where there's a nice lay-by that we can chill for a bit, so that's where I'll unscrew the magnets and I'll flip it around so you guys can see the other perspective. But until then, you'll have to deal with Faye looking at me and my pretty face and my FUZE hoodie linked below. What are you saying? Keeping me nice and warm, flapping in the wind, looking nice. Is that broke?
it's fucking coming out.
Which way are we going?
Straight, no. We'll go straight.
Marcus, the seat's falling off, and now his fucking mirror's broke. His bike's falling apart. The Jixie's falling apart. This guy, man, just sat on his tank. Such an idiot. I don't even know how you get up there. Nah, that's too scary, man. I ain't doing that. The benefits of this shot is really only just for variety in your videos. That's kind of it, really. That's the only reason you would do this, is just variety of angles and stuff in your actual videos. Other than that, there's no real need for it. Other than just, you know, a bit of a different angle, which is always fun. So I definitely think this sort of stuff does well on Instagram, so there's that benefit. It actually is quite popular, being able to see the rider in the videos more than looking forward, and like, especially if you don't have a mic. I would do this if I didn't have a mic, 100%, because looking forward is a bit boring, whereas the stuff that happens to you on the bike could be a bit more entertaining. But if you've got a mic, I would say the chin mount is just like non-comparable. The chin mount facing forward and talking is the way to go, but like I say, if you don't have that, I would do this look forward at you camera angle, because then you can interact with it. You can even lean forward and speak to it. It's just a bit more of that Instagram vibe. And then if you want to do YouTube videos like me, I would do this if I wanted to get a second angle, just for that versatility and just a bit of fun. And to be fair, when it gets to the old speed limit, it's a little bit more covered up when it's facing towards you, to be honest. It's a bit harder to tell what you're doing, if you get what I mean. Comprende? Comprende. It looks fun. I want to get one. Yeah, I thought it was going to rain. Yeah, nah, it's alright. That's when this camera angle's really good as well, is when you're talking to your mates and you're next to each other. You normally can't see it from the, well, you can see it from the chin mount, because obviously I'm looking at them, but it is quite a nice perspective to just see like me actually just chilling and talking from a whole body perspective, do you know what I mean? So it is quite nice. So yeah, there's another benefit for you. But literally the only bad thing I have is just because for me talking you have to have a second mic, which is the annoying thing. That's the only bad thing for me. Whee! Right, you guys are now facing forward, as you can see, just so I can mix some of this in with the actual video. And then when we get to the spot, I'll flip it back round and we'll play around with some of the horizon modes, and we'll do some leans and see what sort of angles we can get with this camera. But at least you can see what's going on now. Right, now I'm going to try fiddle around with the horizon lock, and I'm going to try again facing me, but hopefully we can keep the horizon locked, or it might already be locked. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just messing around. We'll just see what happens. Yeah, we'll just do some nice chill lean overs, get some nice angles, and we'll just see if the camera stays still. And hopefully I move around the camera and then you guys stay dead level. That's hopefully what this is doing. It's called orientational lock. I thought it was called horizon lock, so I still don't think I've got the right setting. This might be something else. So we'll see what this does, and then afterwards I'll go into Google or something and I'll see if there actually is a dedicated horizon lock, because I think there is. Let's see what that looks like. Right, so this time, actually I think it's cropped in a little bit. I think it's cropped you guys in ever so slightly, because it's not ultra wide view anymore. Yeah, it has, but it's going to keep the horizon flat, so just deal with this cropping for now. Right people, we are heading home. Nice little test of the old footage. I'll go back and fully check it, but I think that was horizon lock, slightly cropped in. I actually think I preferred the other footage when I look back at it on the phone. I think I preferred the other one, so I might just keep it without horizon lock in the future, to be fair. So yeah guys, I'll end the video there. Sorry if it was too much of me and you didn't get to see where I was going, but it was just to test it out, man. It was a nice little test. You know the bits you need now. You know some of the settings on my camera if you want to lock the horizon or leave it unlocked. I think it looks better unlocked, to be fair. But yeah man, nice little angle. I would only do this again if I had a second camera. For YouTube it doesn't really work, but for Instagram you'll definitely see me posting a couple of these, because yeah, it looks pretty cool. Either way, I'll see you guys later, alright? Enjoy your evening.